Good morning. Hey, I'm Rachel and Ngom. I'm here with Jenny, and we're going to do some on air coaching. This is something I adore doing for all of my students within Activate. It's just kind of an extra bonus so they get some private time with me, and you get to kind of see behind the scenes of what it looks like to do one of these coaching calls, which is really cool. So if you want to apply for Activate, make sure to go to rachelandgom.com/activate. And Jenny, I feel like I just saw you, which was really exciting. It was so awesome to get to meet you in person. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your business?
Okay. So my name is Jenny Brereton. I live in Florida with my husband, my two kids, and all of my animals. I'm a little bit of an animal lover. And I am a clean beauty coach. I also am a hairstylist. So I have my two businesses that I kind of merge together a little bit. So I teach different tutorials. And then I also have a program that I walk people through transitioning to clean beauty products. So that way it's safe for them, their family, and the environment.
Amazing. Cool. All right. So what do you need from me today? How can I support you?
So one of my biggest struggles is balance. Like trying to find the time between two jobs and a family. Like I feel like I work 60 hours plus.
Uh-oh. We don't want that.
No.
What are you doing right now to balance?
So this week I started thinking like, okay, I'm going to actually start writing. Well, I know you've coached this a while ago, so I'm finally catching on to actually writing out what I'm doing. And I'm going to actually start timing, like writing like how long. So I used to think like, oh, my blog post, that doesn't take long. Well, I figured it takes me like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
From start to finish. And so I'm starting to do that so I can kind of see where all my time is going. So to actually fix the issue is not something right now. I'm just trying to figure out like where my time is going between everything.
That's
And I
huge.
know I need to hire, but I need to figure out like what exactly I need to hire for and then how to make it as smooth as possible. Because I've tried hiring 3 times before and it's been more frustrating.
Okay. So you've seen the time tracker sheet that's in Activate, right? Where you track like every hour of your day.
Well, that's what I need to start doing.
You like start doing that immediately because
Yeah.
you'll be shocked. Like you feel like you're working 60 hours, but I bet 80% of the stuff that you're doing is unnecessary busy work.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
Oh,
not and it's not actually moving the needle forward. And
no.
so we need to like actually see what's happening so we
Mm-hmm.
can be like, all right, what can we get rid of? What can we delegate? And how can you sit down to be like super, super productive in that moment? And so for me, I know I'm not like 100% on point with doing this all the time, but when I sit down and I'm like, all right, this is my one thing that needs to happen, I'll close out all my other browsers. Like nothing else is open. My phone is gone. Like get rid of all the other distractions and set a timer for like an hour. And when you do that, you'll get so much done.
Yeah. I
So
know. I
much
feel
done.
like
So make that a habit. When are you most productive?
like well, actually it's weird. I'm mid morning and also really late before bed.
So maybe like 10 to 12, that is your non-negotiable work time for like your one thing, your specific task that you know is going to get you closer to your goal for the
Yeah.
year.
We'll see. Cause so with between this and then my schedule at the salon, my hours fluctuate. So like I work 2 days during the day and then I work 2 days through afternoon and evening.
Can
So
you change your salon hours so you really guard that time from 10 to 12?
no, because that would be giving up like my Tuesdays and Fridays in the salon.
Okay.
Because I do it so I'm there from 9 to 2:30 and then I'm home when the kids are off the bus those days.
So what days do you have that you can work on your business?
So I tend to work on my business all day Monday because I'm completely off. And then I try to do, I'll do like an hour or two after work on Tuesdays and Fridays. And then I'll do my mornings on Wednesdays and Thursdays before I go in.
So Monday, I would have that be like your most creative work that needs to happen, 10 to 12. So maybe that's your blog post.
Okay.
And then it's done. Like it's the first day of the week, your most creative, productive time. You just like, boom, you're good.
Well, I
And
was
then,
to find out that even like my social media scheduling takes me like 2+ hours for all the platforms.
okay, no.
Because I do my
No.
He's like editing my videos and like waiting for the slow upload.
Okay, so you shouldn't be doing any of that. We
Yeah.
need to get you a social media person immediately
Yeah.
that can be taking your blog post content, that could be taking your Facebook Live content, that can be repurposing it. So, like everything you see on social media, like that's typically not me in the moment actually doing it, unless it's like this, where I'm live.
Yeah.
But like all the videos and everything, Lizzie's taking that content, she's repurposing it for me.
Yeah, that's what I think my number one that I need is because I want to be accessible. Like Facebook, I'm already used to,
Yeah.
and taking my Facebook lives and putting those on Instagram TV, and then also editing them to put them on YouTube, and then possibly um, adding them into my blogs
Yeah.
to so it connects the two sites. But that's a
So
lot of work for me to do. That's like
no,
that
you
to me.
shouldn't
That's
be doing any of that. Like I want
yeah.
your goal for the next 2 weeks is to get someone hired on your team to do social media.
Okay.
So you're hiring for a social media manager
Yes.
and you're going to follow the hiring process to a T. So we have that process straight. You know where to find that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow that to a T because that's going to help you weed out a lot of the stinkers. If you, because otherwise you're going to spend so much time hiring.
Yeah.
And when you follow that process, it, like you can immediately weed out like 90% of the people because they're not going to do what you ask them to do in
Okay.
that initial like application form.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So that is what I want you to do. But then once they're hired, we need to work on your leadership. So you said you've had 3 people that you've brought on board and it hasn't worked out. We need to think about why hasn't that worked out? And
Well,
so
I know
why?
it's because I was hiring them to do things that I didn't know how to do. So I was like, well, I want you to do this. And then I was like, I just don't really like that, but I don't know why because I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Or I was having to learn it with them and then teach them. And I was like, you're supposed to be saving me
Okay. So I learned this from John Maxwell, and this is how to duplicate yourself. So first, I do it, you watch. Then we do it together. Then you do it, I watch. Then you do it and you teach someone else.
time. Okay. Perfect.
And that's how you multiply yourself. Right. And so it like in the beginning, and there's going to be hand holding. Like
Yeah.
they don't know you. They don't know your style. They don't know, but like over time, as long as you're staying in contact with them, like make sure they add you on Voxer. And so they could send you like the pictures that they're creating and everything that they're doing. And you can give them immediate feedback and they'll take that feedback and they'll run with it.
Okay.
So that's definitely what I would do. And just make sure when you're hiring those people, you follow the process straight because it was so
Okay.
easy for me to see like Lizzie was the winner by
I think
far.
I'll just take Lizzie. So
No, you can't take her. She's
I,
mine.
I think we'd be a good fit.
No, I adore Lizzie. So with hiring, one, follow your gut.
Okay.
And two, like see who's like definitely make sure you're doing that trial week that I
Mhm.
talk about in the process street. Because
Yeah.
like so easily, I picked my top 3 from going through the application process. And then those 3, I gave them that trial week. One
Okay.
person couldn't figure out how to do LastPass and was messaging me all the time. And I'm like, you're going to be more of a headache than someone that's going to help me. Like immediately I knew like it wasn't going to be a good fit.
Yep.
Lizzie did what I asked her to do, but then she went above and beyond. And she was like, ooh, what if we created these Instagram story highlights for your profile? Here, I just made them for you. And so I didn't even like ask her. And I was like, I like you, you're hired. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't do that trial week.
Yep. Okay.
And she's been good 2 years later.
Oh, and you found her on LinkedIn, didn't you?
No, it was indeed.com. So I actually hired her locally because we were in Chicago part of the time. And so I wanted
Okay.
someone that was in Chicago. Now we're in Orlando, but
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to do social media manager first.
Yep.
And then from there, yeah, because I have so many videos that I've done throughout the years. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I could repurpose, have somebody edit those to actually look better
Yeah.
and put those and fill up my YouTube channel and stuff
Yeah.
without me. Like if my son could do it, I would have fired him, but he's 11.
He could probably do, don't underestimate kids in technology
Well, if
because
I
I'm
teach it,
sure.
Because he sits there and he watches me do my lives or stuff, and then he takes notes on his laptop.
Because, okay, were you on the Katie Farrow bonus that we did?
I missed part of it, so I had to go back and rewatch it.
Go back and watch it. At the very end, we talk about hiring your kids and how that can be a big tax deduction.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that at the retreat.
Yeah. So you could actually hire him to do some of that stuff for you. He could actually work together like in tandem with your social media person, and he could do more of like the little redundant tasks, and you could put him on payroll and pay him. I'm not a tax specialist, obviously, but from what I've learned,
Yeah.
you could pay them and put it into a Roth IRA, and it's huge savings for you, your business, and building him some wealth over time, which is cool.
That would be awesome. Okay, cool. Yay. Okay. So, and then on that process street, do you talk about the different places to look for?
Yep.
Okay.
And a lot of times too, so like we hired from Upwork and Indeed initially. So I found Ariana on Upwork, I found Lizzie on Indeed. Almost everyone else on our team since then has been word of mouth.
Okay.
And so Shauna, the girl that we have doing sales for us, I sent out an email to my list and had one of my friends that was in a mastermind with me be like, you need to talk to Shauna. We hired the girl who does our Pinterest management, Andrea. That's Ariana's sister. We hired Michelle, who does our customer service, because she was working with Ariana before. So like everyone else that we've brought on board since then has been word of mouth or referrals.
I was always nervous to not do it through like Upwork or something like that because of the tax stuff. But you could just do a 1099, right?
I hear you, doggy. You're fine. It's like story of my life. That's why I'm hiding in the closet.
One dog in here and one dog out.
So I pay Ariana. I found her on Upwork, but I don't pay her on Upwork, and I don't give her a 1099 because she's not in the States. And so you're gonna want to talk to an accountant about that.
Yeah, I'll talk to my tax guy about that.
Yeah, if they're in the States, you'll give them a 1099.
Okay. And then my next question. So I have 2.5 weeks left of my course.
Awesome.
So
I'm so excited. You like at the retreat, you were just like put it together and you're like, I'm doing this. And look at you. Doesn't it feel so good just to take that messy action?
And I feel so like aligned and like in the zone for it. Like such a passion. Like this hit every single one of my important things, like your health, the environment, animals. Like check, check, check. So I'm so excited. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to finish. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna try to finish all my videos this week because I have 2 more course videos, and then I've added on my bonuses. I've added onto it, so I'm gonna do like a personal care, like like our feminine personal care, baby, pet, and DIY stuff.
Awesome.
So those are gonna be my bonuses. So
those are bonuses. Those are sweet bonuses. Do they know those are coming?
I think in the beginning I told them that I was going to do, actually, I also have another bonus is all the links. So all the links to the different companies I find broken down into the category. So if they find something they like, it clicks them right to the websites.
Cool. Are you affiliates with those?
No, I have to do that still too.
You need to do that immediately. Because that's just easy money that you can make on the back end.
Well, and I was going to ask about that too, because I was looking at some of the affiliate programs. They said go through to apply. And then if you're approved, then you can put your banners. Can I apply to be like an affiliate? Do you think for multiple, like within the same kind of thing? You know, like if it's like multiple hair products and or do they not like competition?
I don't see why not if you're using them.
Okay.
You know, like if you're using all of them, I don't see why not.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I was going to do after this round of it. Since it's so small, Helen even told me like, just ease into it. Like, do your affiliates, but it doesn't have to be done this week.
Yeah.
So, and that might be where I also look into getting a VA to apply for affiliates and then also help me with my podcast pitching.
Yes.
Because I have yet to do that because I just ran out of time.
Yep. We need someone to do that.
Yeah. So my links, so I have my links, the personal, so they know that the links and the DIY, and then in my program, one of the women's is pregnant. And I was like, ooh, and this would be good for babies. Oh, and this. And I go, I'm going to make a little bonus on little baby items that are
I
clean.
love it.
So, and then I started thinking like, well, I'm in love with my dog. So their shampoo, which I went through and I was like, this is toxic. And I was like, I clearly need non-toxic for my dogs now too. So I was like,
Yeah.
might as well throw that as a bonus.
Yep.
So I
See,
have
you'd
those.
appeal to my mom because she feeds her dogs broccoli, ground turkey mixed with dog food, like organic dog food or whatever. I know, she's special. And she takes them swimming to like an organic swimming place every week. She's so special. Oh my gosh, my mom. But she would be like all over that. She'd be like, I need to learn how to take better care of my puppies.
I know. So then once I'm done with the course, my goal is to relaunch it in April.
Okay.
So what kind of stuff do I do after this first round?
Get testimonials.
Okay.
Written and video if you can. And tell them what you're looking for. Like with the video testimonial, you can just jump on Zoom with them and have very specific questions. Do you remember the questions that we asked you at the retreat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how do I do I change the course at all?
Don't have to.
Okay.
Only like if in like the intro video you reference that it'll be dripped when they buy it next and it won't be dripped, like
Okay.
otherwise you're fine.
Okay. Because I didn't know if I had to like make improvements and like change things out and stuff.
Only if like you've gotten feedback that it was confusing or or you learned something and something changed or
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. And my next one is I would like help on like kind of goal planning. So like I feel like you've already helped me with feeling like I am like taking on too much, but now it'll help when I start tracking like all the stuff I do because I feel like I do a lot and then you're like, but what did I get done? Because I'm doing a lot of busy work.
Yep.
But I just am trying to think like, so with this one, like how like to do my goals to continue to grow is what I need to like. I know in my mind what I want, but I actually don't write out my goals, which
Ooh,
is
we need
weird,
to.
which is so weird for me. I'm a huge goal planner. I have my one from our retreat.
Yeah. So what's your goal for the year? We don't know.
Let's see. I did have it actually written out.
If you don't have a target, you got nothing that you're working towards. We got to have a really specific, clearly defined target.
You know what? Just doing this course right now is like a huge accomplishment for me. So I feel like
Totally.
I did it.
No, but you got more in you.
Yes.
Like I feel like we just like unlocked something, like a part of you, and now you're gonna be unstoppable. Like it's so cool.
I'm so excited. Let's see. Where was my goal? We wrote on here our goals for it was to grow my email list and I'll make $250,000 in my business and give back to sanctuaries, the local sanctuaries here.
Okay. So then what do you need to do for the rest of Q1 and then Q2?
Yeah, my Q1 goals, I'm not doing too hot on those.
What are your Q1 goals?
Get 1,000 people on my email list, make $2,000 for my mini upsell and my freebie, and create a new freebie. So I created my new freebie.
I wouldn't worry about the mini upsell.
Okay.
I literally want you just focusing on this course and getting more people in it. And then you could even offer private coaching. Like we talked about doing the like deep dive cleaning, like in-home cleaning things. So that's something you could offer too.
Okay. So you don't think I should focus on trying to do like a mini? Because I had some ideas from my call before.
Are you going to be doing Facebook ads?
Well, that's what I was wondering if I should do those for my next round.
I mean, if you have it within your budget, yes.
Because
yes, you do want the mini upsell because that'll help you recoup the cost of your Facebook ads.
Okay, because my mini upsells were either going to be like a mini course as to what this is. So just a couple things in the categories, or a mini upsell would be like a walkthrough. I had an idea this morning of doing like a walkthrough, like what's in my shower, like why these products are good, what's the dangerous ones, and then links to the companies that I recommend.
So you could do the upsell for $17, and then you could do like an order bump or a one-time offer.
Okay.
So like repurposing content masterclass, that is our order bump. We're actually switching it to a one-time offer. I hired Dawn to do that for us. So she's
Okay.
creating that page for us. So you could have both, like one $17 and then one like 47.97, 197 or something,
Okay.
to go into your funnel.
Okay. Yeah, that'll probably be a little bit after I get some of
Which
this.
is fine. Like you could start with the $17 thing and just have, like, I just had a very basic, I think my first sales page I created for that was on WordPress, like, and then
Okay.
I moved it over to lead pages.
I do have
So,
lead pages.
huh?
I said I do have lead pages.
Yeah, so you could create an easy sales page in there. You get to duplicate my sales pages. And so I think I have that one still that you have access to, my creating
Okay.
killer content one. So you can take that and duplicate it, and then just create your $17 offer. And then when you start doing Facebook ads, I mean, it'll help you spend less, or you'll at least make some money back from it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I need more to like break down my goal planning because I
Okay.
want to see. So like this course initially was going to be 5 weeks and I extended it to 6 weeks because in the beginning I felt it was really heavy. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, if it's feeling heavy for me, it's going to feel heavy for the people in it because it was going through all of your products in 1 week. And I was like, who's
Because
got,
it could even be 8 weeks where it's like 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off.
okay.
Because I know for me, like I like implementation time. Without that, people can feel kind of overwhelmed. So like I worked with Frank Kern. I did like an 8 week coaching program with him. And I was like, this would have been amazing if I had like a few weeks in here of implementation time. Cause like I had so much to do that I couldn't get it done before the next call. And then we'd be like, what'd you get done? And I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
And I felt like each call was like $1,200. And so I felt like I was, like wasting
Yeah.
money. So I think if you put some implementation time in there, that would definitely help.
Okay. Well, I broke it down instead of doing every category in 1 week. It's all your hair care 1 week, all your skincare 1 week, all your makeup 1 week.
So maybe you do like 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks on, 1 week off. And because a lot of your people are moms too. And
Yeah.
so, like when you get overwhelmed, you tend to do nothing. You're like, screw this, it's too much.
Yeah.
And you want them to finish. Like you want them to be finishers of the program. So
Yeah.
whatever we can do to help them follow through and be finishers so you can get some really good testimonials and get them results, like that's
Okay.
what we got to do.
Okay. So maybe ask that. I already wrote out my survey
Hmm.
for the end of the program. So maybe
Yeah.
I'll ask that in there too if they thought it was a good amount of time or if they needed more.
Yeah, totally. And then you're going to launch it again in April. What's the price point for it?
Um, this one, I'm not sure yet. This one was 147.
Okay.
And I extended it to instead of 3 group coaching calls, it was a weekly. So it was almost like your accountability coaching calls. Like,
Wow. You over delivered for sure.
and then I added like 3 or 4 more bonuses
Yeah.
on top of it.
Yeah. They're going
So
to
I'm
love you.
almost thinking if I can make this, I could do this like a DIY, like someone could just go through it on their own
Yeah.
and then not get the group coach or not get the coaching with it, right? And
Yeah.
then otherwise they could do it as like a VIP where they get the coaching time with it.
Yep.
And then I thought I could also offer just a one-on-one
So what
coaching.
I would do is offer the group coaching call recordings for the DIY. So they get access to those, and then VIP would, yeah.
Okay, because I have those uploaded into my Thinkific.
Yeah. And then VIP would be private time with you.
DIY. Okay, and so then with this being 147, should I keep like what would you suggest?
You could either do 197 or 297 for DIY.
Okay.
Like you could test those prices and see. You could even survey people and see what they'd be willing to pay for something like that. And
Okay.
then VIP, how much private time are they getting? Like what are they getting with VIP?
Well, if I did it the same round as I did this time, they got 6 calls.
Private?
Well, no group.
Okay. VIP will be private time with you because they're getting the calls.
Maybe two. One at the beginning or like start it and then one halfway for a check-in and then one at the end to see how we can finish.
Yeah. And they could be like 20 to 30-minute calls, like nothing huge. And then you could do like 597 or 697 for VIP.
Okay.
And then every time you do it, like as you get more and more demand, you could keep upping the price,
Okay.
especially with your private time too, with the VIP.
Okay. And then I was thinking of still offering like a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to go just through the course and you just want someone to help you go through all of your stuff or
Yeah.
even have, I guess, me go through your stuff and tell you what.
Yeah, you totally could. So, like, you're going to launch it with webinars or a challenge, or what are you going to do?
I haven't figured that out yet. I've done challenges before. I'm trying to think what I would do for a challenge with this one, but I've never done webinars.
Maybe we do a webinar then. We'll do like 3 webinars to launch it. And what you could do is when you offer the course and all the people who don't buy, you could segment them and send them an email to let them know, like, because maybe they would just want private time with you and they don't want the course, and then you could send them an email to let them know, like, hey, if you're the kind of person you just want to work with the expert and you want some private time with me, I have this special offer for you.
Okay. And what do you think I could price that out?
What's your hourly rate worth?
How do you figure that out?
What's your time worth? Like, how much are you making divided by how many hours you're working?
I mean, I think I figured out, like, I know how to figure it out at the salon was 120 an hour.
I would start at 197. That's what
Okay.
I started at.
For the private.
Hmm.
Okay. But that might be like a private coaching over 2 or 3 sessions.
So you could do 497 if it's 2 sessions.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And then if I launch April,
We got to be list building podcast outreach mode right now because we're February 12th. So you need to get someone that's pitching to get you on podcasts. Like, this needs to be our big focus. Like, you should be going live on Facebook 2 to 3 times a week. You should be pitching 10 to 20 podcasts a week. So you need to hire somebody immediately.
okay. Yeah, and I was trying to do like Facebook live swaps, but even that was starting to feel really heavy trying to like find the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that you don't have to do those things. I don't do those things,
Oh, no.
like,
Yeah. So I need to hire someone right away to do my
yeah.
podcast pitching. And then maybe,
Start running Facebook ads right away too.
okay. Because I just had to pick a date in April.
Just don't let it be near Easter.
When is Easter? Okay,
Oh.
April 19th.
Like, I don't know. So I would have it be like, don't have your open cart be near Easter. So you could start your webinars, depends on how much time you think you need. Like, you could do your webinars the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, or you could do the 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Okay. I'm going to think on that for a minute to see which one, because I think to even see where my kids' school breaks are and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because there might be spring break in there too.
Yeah, because some of the schools have actually that week before or that week after, depending if they take off or if they go to private Catholic schools.
Yeah, because
So
TJ
I
spring
might
break is in March, but I know some schools
I
are in
think that's,
April. Yeah.
I might want to maybe focus before all of those.
Yeah, get it done.
So I'm gonna do the first week um of
So
April.
so the 31st, 1st, and 2nd, or the 7th, 8th, and 9th?
Are the webinars all the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm not doing 3 different webinars.
No.
Oh, okay. Whew.
No. Definitely not.
Okay, so 3 days of webinars.
Which means you have 6 weeks of massive list building to do. So we need to get someone to help you with the swaps and podcasts and start Facebook ads literally like tomorrow. I know.
Oh my
You can
gosh.
do this. There's so many people that need your course and need your help. So we're going to take massive action and get her done.
Okay. Well, and I'm so excited because April is Earth Month. So I was
Ooh,
like, what better way
perfect.
to like take care of health and the health of the environment?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Realistically, I could do the last week of March for my webinars.
Yeah. And then when I'm
I work
thinking about
better.
different kinds of people that you could reach out to, I would think about people who have like minimalism channels, like or podcasts, because
I
that's
know.
such a good compliment.
I even did mention Marie Kondo.
Uh-huh. See?
So when you look at all of your stuff, does it bring you joy?
Yep.
Probably not. Yeah, and I'm going to do some of the moms. I notice a lot of people, it's moms that really start thinking about like, oh my gosh, I got pregnant. And I started thinking like, really, what is in my stuff?
Yeah.
Um,
Look at
okay.
people that are in like the CBD space too. So think about Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, I did do a swap on her page, but our
Yeah.
video didn't.
It
It
happens. Do
didn't.
it again. Just do it again.
And she's like, man, that was a good one. I was like, it was good.
It's like, oh my gosh, I think I did this. I know I did this. Yeah, I did. When I had like this whole podcast interview and forgot to hit record. I was like,
And then you're like, I don't know if we can live up to that one again.
I know.
Give it a
It's
whirl.
like-
Facebook Live. And I was like, man, that was a good one. I don't even know where it went.
I know.
Like,
It's just gone. It's gone.
off, gone. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do the last week of March will be my webinars. And then at the end of the webinar is when you pitch that your card's open.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
And
can even
then
get people on a wait list right now if you want to
I,
start talking about it. So you could have a wait list opt-in page.
yeah, I just need to have somebody finish that for me.
Yep.
I have it like there, but not done. Okay. So I'm going to do that.
Another thing you should not do.
I know. Where's my help?
It's coming.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do so the 31st, I'm gonna look at the dates because I work Wednesday and Thursdays till 8 p.m. And then after that is not my peak energy.
No, I'm in bed.
So do you think they all have to be evening?
No, I would vary the time. So one could be 10 a.m., one could be 2 p.m., one could be evening. Just depends on your audience. Like, are they working moms? Are they stay-at-home moms? Is like nap times or witching time or, just think
Okay.
about them. But I would have that, like, that's why we do 3 different days. We have 3 different times.
7 times. And you aim for an hour?
Yeah. I always leave open like 90 minutes just in case we have a lot of questions or something like that. Typically, like the content and everything will be an hour.
Okay. And then do you leave the card open for like a week?
It's up to you. I would not do more than a week. You could probably do 5 days. So if you do the 7th, it's open on the 7th, and then you could close it on the 14th or the 13th. It's up to you.
Well, if I do my videos and I'm done with them by the 3rd, I could close it on the 10th.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Statistically, the majority of people are going to buy the day cart opens and then the day cart closes. And so in between, unless you have some like juicy bonuses that are disappearing or something like that, you don't get that many sales. And so I get kind of annoyed having a long open cart because I'm like, most people are going to buy the first and last day anyways. So why keep it open for so long?
Yeah, I always feel like I'm the last minute person because I'm like, oh crap, I forgot.
Yeah.
So I like the 3 to 5 day.
Yeah, so maybe you close it on Wednesday or Tuesday. Okay. I'm fine with that. I typically do 5 days now. I think the first one I did a week and I was like, this is forever.
Yeah, because like that whole middle where you're like, no one's here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm spending all my time and I'm getting really sad. No one's here.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe I'll do that. Close on the 8th. Okay. And then I'll just start right before Easter and
And
then kind of
think
see where
about
they
doing
go
like a
with it.
partnership. Like you could easily do a partnership with Michelle where you're an affiliate for her CBD and you could include that as a bonus or something like that.
Okay.
Just think about there's so many other women in Activate that have like a similar but non-competing niche to you. How could you partner with them and create like a win-win solution? And how could they become affiliates where maybe they have someone sign up for the course and you give them like a $50 commission or something, you know?
Okay. Yeah, especially with the new round of Activate, I don't know what those women's businesses are yet.
We created an Activate directory. So go through the
Okay.
directory. Yeah.
Bonuses.
And then just post in there like, hey ladies, this is my business. This is what I'm doing. I know some of you have something that's similar but non-competing. Do you want to be an affiliate? And I'll give you yada yada for every person that signs up.
Okay. And then can I just do like the trust factor?
It's up to you.
Like,
It's
like
up to you. Like if you do you have Kajabi?
I'm
Okay.
using ThinkPick,
The free version or the paid version? Okay.
but I'll probably have to change to the paid one the next time.
Yeah. Let's post and activate to see what workaround people have done. If you don't have Kajabi or the paid version of Thinkific, it might be just Trust Factor. They take a screenshot um, of like the person takes a screenshot when they buy, and then that's how you'll know. But let's see and activate if someone has something else that they've done.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Everything is figure outable.
Hello, Marie. It was funny because I listened to her podcast and then she has that's her book,
Yep.
everything figure outable. And I'd hear it. And I usually skip people's like intros and I want to get right to the juicy stuff in the podcast. And finally I was like, I get it. Obviously I need your book. Like,
She's awesome. I love her story. I love everything about her. She's so fun. I remember teaching TJ that when he was 3 and I remember him telling me, he was like, Mom, you can do this. Everything is figure outable. I was like, I love you.
I will. Okay, so I can activate for affiliate stuff. Wow, I didn't think I had to get going this quickly for the next time round.
I know. You're going to crush it. How many sales are we going to have in April? So set your goal, set your intention.
Okay, so with that one, should I be selling my DIY and my VIP?
Yeah.
Okay. So do I just set it as like when you say that
How
like
much do you want to make?
I mean how much do I want to make?
Yeah.
I would love to have a $10,000 launch.
Okay, so we got to reverse engineer it and know our numbers just so we can do expectations. Okay, so $10,000 divided by, did we say 197 or 297?
We said one or the other. So
let's do 297. So you need 33 people signed up.
Okay.
Now, this is where the math gets a little hairy and my pregnancy brain might not be able to handle it. Between 1 and 5% of people registered for the webinar will buy. So let's say
Okay.
you convert at 3%.
Okay.
So 3 people out of 100. So if we want to sell 33, then we need 1,000 people registered for the webinars.
Okay.
Just so, I mean, when you know the numbers, that's when you can hit your targets.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I did the math right. You might have to double check. It sounds right to me.
Yeah. So if I had 1,000 people on there and 3% converted, 30 people.
And you might convert higher. Like maybe you convert higher and you're at 5%. You know, I converted 5% for my Pinterest challenges. You just don't know. And then that also doesn't take into account VIP and extra money that you might make from VIP as well, or upsells or downsells after the challenge.
Okay. And then if anyone wants a private.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be in there too.
Yep.
This is so exciting.
I know.
Okay. Yes, I'm definitely going to okay. So I have my dates picked. Podcast. Okay. So my focus today is hiring.
Yep.
and to post and activate to see if there's any partnerships or affiliates.
Yep. Get them started right away, and you can create copy for them that they can use to share about the challenge and all of that.
I mean, now that I have Grammarly.
I know. Now that you have Grammarly, you can do anything. You're Superwoman.
I am, with a big G.
I love it. I'd be screwed without Grammarly, I swear. Oh my gosh.
Well, I usually send everything to my dad. He's like, Jenny, have you proofread this? I'm like, I sent it to you. Go down and read it. I go, I read right over all the mistakes. And I was like,
gosh.
I got Grammarly. We're good.
You're good.
I'm good. It was awesome. Okay. Okay. Yay. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have good game plan.
Yes.
And then this one will last through April, and then I could launch again maybe at the end of summer.
Yeah. And I would also think of like, what's a continuity program or something you could offer the people that sign up during the April launch so you can get some reoccurring revenue.
Like how? Like what would I?
Could be group coaching, could be private coaching, could be membership site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is it like maybe just at the end of it, ask people if there was something else?
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I came up with IBA and then activate based off of feedback from people within Pin with Purpose. So like and it might not be a bad idea to include group coaching again with this round, or maybe you do group coaching at $497 and they could join for that. Just because you get so much feedback and you learn so much. So like every time I launched Pin with Purpose, I did the group coaching. And then after the 6 weeks were up, they were like, but we want to learn how to do what you did, Rachel. How did you create a course? How did you do this?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so I need to create something for you to teach you this now. And that's kind of how that came up. So just kind of listen to what they're saying and get some feedback from them. And that'll help determine what their next step should be.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe I will do the DIY. You think if I do DIY, offer group coaching again for that one, or was the VIP?
I'm just thinking of like price points.
And like maybe not do the weekly group coaching like I did.
Maybe it's 3 calls.
Yeah.
So maybe you do $397 and they get 3 calls with you.
Okay. $397.
You could either do $397 or $497, and then anyone that doesn't take you up on that signed up for the challenge, you could email them a downsell after cart closes offering DIY for $297.
Okay. And then when I do this and like I upload stuff into it, how do you keep that separate? So that way, like if someone's doing the DIY and they're not getting the recorded calls if I do like the group coaching one,
Could you have 2 separate courses within Thinkific?
I think I could.
Yeah.
Is that how you would do it?
That's how I would if I was doing it in Thinkific.
Okay. Is that how you do it in Kajabi too? Eventually the goal is to switch to Kajabi, but.
So I mean, the people that sign up for DIY, it's kind of like a bonus. They don't know they're getting all those group coaching calls.
Okay.
So they're in there. They missed out on being on there live with me and being able to ask me the live questions.
Yeah.
But they get to see them.
Yeah, I would keep those, the previous one. But I mean, like if I had someone do the DIY with no group coaching, and then you had people do the DIY with the 3 group coaching.
It's up to you. So I would probably keep it all in one spot and just upload it. They just miss out on being there to ask you questions.
Okay.
That's kind of what I see as like the major benefit of it,
Yeah. Cool. Oh my gosh, I have so many options. This is amazing.
I know.
There's so much.
Yay.
I just have a lot of catch up to do on previous videos and stuff too. But okay. I got my focus.
We're good?
Yes.
Okay. Where can people connect with you?
Okay. So I have my website, jennybrereton.com. So it's Brereton. Right. Might have to simplify that somehow.
We might.
And I'm actually on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube, all under Jenny Brereton Stylist.
Very cool. Well, I'm so proud of you. It's been amazing to see how far you've come in like 5 months.
Yeah.
yeah, just 5 months and
Exciting.
seeing everything that you've done. Like it's crazy. And I can't wait to see where you're going to be at the end of 2020. Like it's going
Me
to be so
too.
exciting.
Yes, thank
Cool.
you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for being on the podcast.